Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Kakaroto, aka Coco. Welcome back to another Cocoritos Burritos Bangers. I hope you're all doing great. Welcome on TikTok, welcome on YouTube, welcome on Twitch. Let's go ahead and get things started. Let's go ahead and hit that intro, and we're gonna go from there. What up, Bryson? How you doing, the homie Bryson Brown? Let's go. Beebity bobbity boobity boo. Beebity bobbity boo. What up, Peaches? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Pig pork peaches clean. Pig pork peaches clean. Peaches wanted to pull on skirt, but I picked poor Peaches clean. I would've picked their primos, but I had none, and I picked poor Peaches clean. Burn and burn. Big poor Peaches clean. Big poor Peaches clean. I would've taken all the primos, but then I got bit by Big Bo Robin Clean. Alright, so we're gonna react to the Bujeroni bullshit that was coming out over there. But before we do that, let me log in. Let me go ahead and get my daily welcome. Welcome. Alright, Genshin. Let me type this in. Genshin 5.7. Genshin Impact. Special program. It's 42 minutes long? Shit, what the fuck? I'm gonna curse you with bad luck. No, Peaches, don't do that to me. Big Bo Robin Clean. I'm gonna sing that song every time to, push away the bad luck. Big Bo Robin Clean. Thank you for joining us tonight in the movie night. It was a really good movie. What up, the homie soldier? And Big Bo Robin Clean. Big Bo Robin Clean. I would've picked the Coco. Big Bo Robin Clean. Alright, enjoy, homies, enjoy. Let's go. Play that shit. DJ Tits, play that bitch. Oh wait, I gotta.
まさに滅びの災いと呼ぶにふさわしいわ。終わりなき苦痛と消えることのない呪い。だからよそ者なんて信用するなって言ったんじゃないか。そして
That's his sister,
救世主の誕生。
isn't it?
運命の食器はついに役目を果たしたの。アビス教団の名は知ってたが、
The
これ
Abyss
ほど大
Order.
規模で広範囲な動きを見せるのは初めてだ。まるでナタ相手に戦争を仕掛けようとしてるような。宇宙船スリープポット？まさかお前がテイワットに来た時に乗ってた宇宙船のことか？
この数ヶ月の間で42の星が消えた。何者かがずうずうしくもこの世界から吸い取っているのだ。
災いはいつか必ず訪れる。みんなもそう言
What
っ
up,
て
the
る。
homie moderator,
彼女
Nani?
の存在を無視し続けたらいつか本当に彼女の声が聞こえなくなってしまうからね。
すぐそこにいるじゃない。
お前の魂は欠けていて、
Skirt.
に侵食された跡が見られる。
They didn't give her a claymore. They gave her a regular sword. Let's go.
私が代わりに調べるしかない。
Skirt. Let's go, baby girl. She's not ice, right? What is she? Is she ice? No, she's gotta be something else.
星々よ静かに眠れ。はじめまして。
Or still up, I think. Okay, we can play after I'm done with a little bit of Genshin.
風神バルバトスの伝道師です。
Tomorrow?
面白くなってきた。
Who the fuck is this mug?
風神様のお告げです。
He's an Archon?
私の夜はここで終わる。だがお前の旅はまだまだ続く。
お前は私の師匠
You bring out the cocoa packs.
スルトロッチを知っているのだろう。
戦線は総崩れだ。
I'm gonna play Sendless and Wuthering today, I promise. I promise.
これがお前の望んだことか。
Thank you for sharing the live on TikTok. How you guys doing tonight?
でも今回は何としても止めてみせる。
よくやったスカーク。今回も生き残れたか。
Thank you for the likes. Winton, how you doing tonight? Welcome, homies. Welcome, everybody. If you just joined on TikTok, hope you're doing great. Welcome on YouTube. If you just joined as well, my boys. What up, the homie on Twitch? Kakarot. What up? CSTG. Welcome on Twitch, homie. We're streaming live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube at the same time, all under Kakarot Gaming XP. So welcome in, my boys. Grab a snack, grab a drink.
新たな始まりが待ってる。
A space and time for you. Shit. Redemption code, homies. Redemption code. Get your free primos. Get your free primos. It's the event they do every month. They talk about the new version coming out. So we're probably gonna have another one of these maybe like next month around this time when version 5.8 drops. So 5.7 is gonna drop I think sometime next week. I've been in before. You were doing a Dragon Ball gameplay. Okay, my boy. Well, regardless, I'm just welcoming you back. Just thanking you for being here tonight. I hope so, because I was a little bit confused last time. Why we had to go into the Shadow Realm and we had to be all secrety about the events that were ongoing and whatnot. Yeah, get him, Nani. If you download the Genshin Impact or the Hoyoverse app,
Hello, travelers.
you can do it directly
Welcome
from there.
To the Genshin Impact version 5.7 special program. I
Baba boy.
am Mythen, the voice of Dahlia.
How you been,
and
CSTG? What are your
hosting
plans for the
with me
weekend?
Today we have
Hey everyone, I'm Cat Pratano, rhymes with Capitano, the voice of Child's Master, Skirk.
And I'm Katiana Sarkissian, the voice of the Pyro Archon herself, Malwika.
Yeah, well,
Malwika.
after seeing that trailer, this version seems absolutely stacked. We're
Malwika.
getting the next installment of the Twins quest in this version. Woo, 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 woo.
Malwika.
And let's not forget, Skirk is finally here, you guys. Y'all. All
Skirt!
these stories unfold. That interaction left us all with far more questions than answers.
Yeah, I mean, she did give us a few clues about herself, though. Remember? In the Primordial Sea at the end of the Fontaine Archon quest?
right. Something about the remains of a descender, the foul, the visionary. I feel like I still
I didn't get
don't
to
know
finish
what
that
any of it
quest.
means, though.
You're spoiling it.
I mean, that's fair. So
Has a
far,
dragon,
all
right?
we know about her past is that she trained under the foul Sertology.
Malwika.
Sertology isn't just some ordinary
Maybe.
mentor.
Oh, definitely not. Dainsliff revealed that Sertology is one of the 5 sinners of Conria,
Malwika comes
and
back.
someone who
Shit.
possesses all-encompassing power. Imagine training under someone like that. A walk in the park, let me tell you.
Well, maybe that explains how aloof and indifferent Skirk seems to be. Seriously, though, her demeanor is stone cold in a way that's almost otherworldly or something.
Yeah, it's kind of cold as ice, right? Right?
Oh,
But I mean, you know,
yeah?
the important thing is.
Is
this
she really
time
an ice
we
character,
should
though?
Be able to get some answers, right?
Oh, I hope so. Yes, please.
Let's see.
I am dying to learn more about her past.
Okay, then be sure to check out her story quest where the Traveler and Skirk's paths will cross once again. Travelers will have the chance to uncover new clues about her past and the world of Teyvat as a whole, so don't miss out.
Ah, so Liyue is where we run into Skirk this time. Wow. It's kind of weird seeing her out and about like this, isn't it? In such a normal location.
Right?
Wait, hold on a second. Is Skirk playing an instrument?
Oh?
I mean, in my mind, she's like this, ice queen, but here she actually looks emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, there's almost a sadness there.
Oh, yeah. It seems like that instrument means a lot to her.
Oh, you don't even know. It sure does. As for why she chooses to play it alone in a place like this, well, that's something travelers can uncover for themselves. What I can reveal is, after encountering a mysterious power in this quest, the traveler starts having strange nightmares, and it seems like Skirk is the only one who can help. Which means the only way to resolve the situation is for the two to work together.
Okay, Slay, so we're teaming up with Skirk, huh? Okay, but like, am I the only one who's a little intimidated?
What? Intimidated by Skirk?
Just a little.
She's only a mysterious sword master with insane
Yo, she looks like a
fighting skills
baddie,
and
dog.
an unbreakable stone cold exterior.
Shit.
Seriously though, with their ability to wield various elements and their abyssal purification
That's waifu
powers,
right there, that's
I think
waifu.
the traveler can hold their own.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
That's waifu
no
right there.
problem.
Yeah.
She gonna marry me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, now I'm curious how she got that strong. I mean, okay, she reined in her master's pet, the all-devouring narwhal, like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've only seen a fraction of what she can do.
True, and just like the truth about her past, that's a question travelers will need to answer for themselves in game. So get ready to play. But considering Skirk and the traveler will need to fight side by side, let's take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
She's the new best character. Yep. Damn. Almost choked on the smoke.
I'll only demonstrate this once.
Yeah, she's the new best character. She's like meta, like the meta of metas.
Merciless. Another frog goes out.
She could deadass literally just break through the universe and through space and time.
As Child's master and someone capable of training in the abyss, Skirk's combat skills are truly
She's Child's
something
master?
special. First, it's worth pointing out, Skirk doesn't use a vision. Her powers come from the abyss, but in the interest of blending in, she camouflages it to appear cryo-like in nature. And in addition, Skirk's attacks do not rely on elemental energy. She uses a special kind of energy known as serpent subtlety instead. And when you tap her elemental skill, Skirk gains a certain amount of energy and enters a special combat state, signaled by her change in outfit, which is very cute, might I add. While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state also increases her resistance to interruption and attack AoE. And when cryo-related reactions are triggered, multiple void rifts will appear on the field. Skirk can use her charged attack or her special elemental burst.
So
to
she'll go
absorb
well
void
with
rifts. And after unleashing a
Mizuki.
special elemental burst, her normal attack's damage
Holy
will be
shit.
increased based on the number of rifts absorbed.
Aw, heck yeah.
I know the story.
So it's kinda
I be
like
paying
the more she
attention.
fights, the
I
stronger
just
she
be
gets.
resting my eyes. Doesn't mean I'm not
Pretty much.
listening.
Plus, holding her elemental skill is another
I be
option.
astral projecting out of my
When there are
body and I
void
just
rifts
be
on the
listening.
field, holding her elemental skill will allow Skirk to absorb
Bruh.
it and gives her the ability to quickly maneuver around the battlefield. Once she has enough energy, she can unleash her elemental burst to deal consecutive slashes of AoE damage.
I see. So she's a unit you can keep on the field for a long time. Or take out when you need a sudden burst of damage.
Pairing her with Hydro and Cryo characters also further enhances her abilities. And if your team is comprised entirely of Hydro and Cryo characters, your party member's elemental skill level will be increased by 1.
Whoa, so she like enhances her party members' skills too. Once a mentor, always a mentor, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like Tartaglia had a great teacher.
Oh, he sure did.
And I love.
She was a teacher of Tartaglia too?
Abyssal powers.
Right.
The special effects are incredible.
Right? And when she enters her special
How many
combat
fucking
state,
students does she
her
have?
outfit changes too. Okay, slay. It looks a lot more suited for battle, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. So it seems like travelers can approach combat in 2 ways then. You can use her special combat state to dish out damage with cryo-infused attacks and heighten this damage by absorbing void rifts with her special elemental burst. Or after other Hydro and Cryo party members have generated void rifts, you can take to the field to quickly absorb them and build up energy to unleash powerful slashes with her normal elemental burst.
Yeah, both seem really, really useful. And since Cryo and Hydro characters enhance Skirk's skills, there are tons of team comp possibilities here.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
So
hey,
she's
speaking of, what about
Child's
Dahlia?
Master
He's a
and
Hydro character, right?
Tartaglia?
Sounds like he could be a good fit for Skirk.
I think
Tartaglia
we're
is
onto
child?
something
My bad, my
here.
bad,
We
my bad.
got to know
I was
him
getting
a bit during the
confused.
Mondstadt interlude. He's so refined, but also kind of mischievous at the same time.
Why the fuck? I hate when they use the double names, like the real names. You know what I mean?
Want to give us a scoop, Aileen?
You got it.
Like Mavica has some other bullshit
Let's go.
titles and shit. The Third Wind. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
This should be fun. Hey,
I only know them by their or what they're called,
say it, the animal archive.
not their actual title. She's using a sword. What up, Los Beto? Yes, she's using a sword and not a claymore.
Dahlia is a Hydro sword user, and
I don't know what the fuck
support
Dahlia is, a
character who uses
femboy?
elemental burst
What the
to provide
fuck? Now that you
Hydro
mention
shield to
it.
his teammates.
Oh, it's like the shield appears in response to his prayer.
Yes,
You're right.
for a
What the
certain
fuck?
Period of time, after unleashing his elemental burst, Dahlia can gain stacks of
Ajax,
medicine by
like
hitting enemies
the soap,
with
the
normal
shit you
attacks,
use to
or
clean?
triggering freeze reactions. So when his shield
Is Dahlia a boy
Dahlia
or a
can
girl?
consume his stacks of venison to summon it again, allowing
Not that
him
it
to
matters. I'm
continuously
just
protect
saying,
his
like,
party members
you don't gotta look at
and
me.
to
You're
increase
dope.
their resistance to interruption.
Heck yeah.
And after unlocking a specific talent,
All I'm saying is he or she don't gotta look at me like that and shit. Like, you need that?
Dahlia can also
good.
boost the
I'm
attack
good, homie.
speed of the
I'm good.
on-field character, allowing them dish out damage even faster.
Oh, nice. So
He's a
he can
male.
help us attack without
Oh, he just.
interruption and increase our attack speed.
Oh, okay. So he's like a Drake ass Jigglypuff looking ass. So he's on that Drake flow, on that Drake energy, on that Anita Max Queen. Anita Max Queen.
And with his elemental skill, Dahlia summons Sacramental Shower and places it in a designated location. His summon has different effects depending on who comes into contact with it. So, for example, if it's an enemy, Sacramental Shower
He would've
will
looked better if he was
explode,
bald
dealing AoE Hydro damage to
and had a
surrounding
beard.
enemies. But
Just saying.
if a nearby party member comes into contact with it,
Pause.
Sacramental Shower will propel them high into the air, allowing them to evade enemy attacks while gaining an aerial advantage.
So who's better, Dahlia or?
Let's go.
So he's like really reliable in combat, even though he seems kind of mischievous the rest of the time.
No, really.
Yes, he definitely does. He has his
Look
little
at them.
mischievous thing going on. I
The
still
OG
remember all his
fanboy
teasing
and the new
towards Venti
fanboy.
during the Mondstadt
The
interlude.
OG fanboy Venti.
But at the same time, he's also supposed to
And
be
the
the
new
one who
fanboy,
communicates with the will of Barbados,
Dahlia.
right? I'm not sure what to make of their dynamic.
Well, I guess first and foremost, he's Venti's friend.
Two
right?
femboys
But even though
and
he
a
likes
Paimon.
to tease, he's serious about his position as the herald.
That
of
could be a movie,
Barbados.
right?
Oh, one more
Two
thing about his
femboys and a
abilities.
Paimon.
When Dahlia is in your party, the movement speed of your party members is
Just think about
increased
it. Think
during
about
the
it.
day.
Oh.
Hey, all
I mean,
the
not like
better
that.
to,
I'm just saying, like,
spread the word
a
of
movie
Barbados,
and shit, like a
raise
Disney movie, a
Barbados,
Disney woke
right?
movie,
Is that
directed
how
by
that works?
Rosie O'Donnell and shit.
Well, anyway, it's obvious he really cares about the people of Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Exactly, he definitely does. Besides,
Yamamoto
his mischievous nature keeps
Kazutomi,
things a little
okay.
bit interesting, don't you think? It's one of my favorite things about him.
Aww. Well, now that we've introduced our two new characters for version 5.7, we should probably let travelers know when they can add them to their parties.
Can do. Let's jump right into the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.7, we'll have event wishes for Skirk and Shenhe.
Dahlia will also
Okay.
enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners. Plus, the new 5-star sword, Azure Light, will be featured on the weapon
Azure
banner.
Light.
Yes! And
Thought it was
in the
Azure.
second half of version 5.7,
Oh,
we'll have
Peaches, look.
returning event wishes from Mawika and Emily.
Yippee! Pretty fire.
All right, that's it for the event wishes. Let's talk about the story content travelers can look forward to in the new version.
Fontaine has
Ooh,
class,
okay.
dog.
This is the big one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set the scene. During their travels, the traveler comes across evidence
That's
that
a beautiful
seems to suggest
wallpaper,
their
right?
sibling was in Natland.
It's a beautiful wallpaper. Yeah, Fontaine has some style. They have some really
That
fashionable
means things
outfits.
are about to get complicated.
Yup, very true.
Oh, I love Dane's. From this image, it looks like the sky has been slashed in two, and there's some kind of rift that connects to the abyss. And the traveler and their sibling are in different spaces.
So, just look at the stuff on the top left. Read that little paragraph. That's so beautiful. How it's like a quote from his sister, right? And he's like, even though they're far apart, like they're still pretty far apart, but it just shows how close they're getting together towards, like, we're not at the end of the game, but something's happening where I think they're gonna reunite again, his sister and him, and we're gonna see why is she the queen of the abyss, what changed this whole storyline and whatnot. I think it has something to do with the timelines getting fucked up. That's just my theory, but we're getting closer to an end of an arc, and hopefully we get to find out more about his sister and what her role is in this whole bullshit.
But they can still sense each other's presence.
Yes, I feel like the tension is palpable.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, there was definitely some tension when we saw our sibling during the bedtime story quest.
Oh, yeah.
Although, we don't know what our sibling has been up to since then. Kari Bear did tell us that the Loom of Fate has been completed. Of course, we still don't know how powerful it is, or what's needed to activate it.
Well, call me crazy, but I feel like we're gonna find out soon.
Maybe.
It seems like all parties are converging in one place, Natland. So maybe that's where we can get some answers.
And I know one thing travelers will encounter in Natland. A young woman dressed in peculiar clothing, hiding out in a cave.
It's not just her clothing that's special, though. Look at her eyes. Wait, is she...
The plot, it thickens.
Yeah.
Well, if the Abyss Order is out in full force in Natland, it must mean there's been a new development in our siblings' grand plan.
Yup, and the Pyro Archon and our other friends from Natland are on high.
Yeah, I like her outfit,
People of
Peaches, for
Natland want a
Emily.
war against the Abyss itself. There's no
The
universe
hat,
where the Abyss
it looks
Order
like
gets
that
to
classical
run
look from
wild
the
in Natland
40s.
unchecked.
Well, if an altercation with the Abyss Order is in the cards, I know who's gonna be on the front lines.
The whole outfit just
Twilight
looks...
Sword himself, of course.
I mean, I can see it now. Dainsleif going all one-man army and rushing straight into action.
We actually
Look, she doesn't look slutty. She just looks... She looks proper, but at the same time, she's like, damn, girl. Shit.
Okay. This is not a drill, everyone.
You want
We
that
finally get to see him in action.
Jimmy Choo type of shit.
As the Traveler and Dainsleif venture deep into Abyss Order territory, we'll get to see his special abilities firsthand.
Oh, it sounds like there's gonna be a lot of obstacles between us and finding out the deal with our sibling. But we faced the Abyss Order before.
I keep thinking that homie is the Traveler in the future.
Oh yeah.
For whatever reason, but I know you was like, no, it's not him.
Stop whatever our sibling is planning? What are their true goals? What does their plan mean for Teyvat? This quest might hold some very important answers.
I am so excited. I feel like this could be the start of a whole new phase in the quest to
Are the
find
colors
our
too
sibling.
saturated on the stream, by the
Seems
way?
like it's not as simple as just
Or is
finding
it just
them
me?
anymore. There's a lot more at stake.
Oh, for sure. So this is definitely one to look forward to. All right. I think this is a good place to stop and take our first break.
Digest all that information.
Ooh, sounds
It was too
good.
saturated. I was like, what the
Second
fuck?
redemption code, travelers. We'll see you on
My
the
bad,
other side.
homies.
See ya.
Another code for your bitches. It's free primos for your bitches. So claim it, bitches. Never mind. I'm only gonna pull once for Skirk. If I get her, good, and if I don't, I'm walking away.
To jump into the version 5.7 events.
Let's go!
Let's go! First up on the docket is an event that takes us back to Sumeru, where the Academia has developed a simulated adventure game.
Ooh.
Travelers will need to select various companion pieces to form teams and enhance their skills as they face off against various opponents in a board game style environment.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. You can go the rainforest route or the desert route. Each path has its own story and level of difficulty. And at the end of each adventure, travelers will face formidable opponents that require a certain level of strength to defeat.
Oh, so how do we make sure we're ready?
Well, travelers can enhance the strength of their pieces in several ways. Besides enhancing the pieces themselves, travelers might notice that the pieces are divided into species. Go to battle with a lot of pieces of the same species, and you can trigger unique species features. The higher the feature level, the stronger your pieces become.
Yeah. I'm thinking an all-Saurian team could be cool. Oh, and it looks like you can also assign equipment to your pieces to make them stronger.
Yeah, that's right. And random events and encounters will occur during the adventure, which travelers can resolve to earn helpful rewards, like extra adventure coins, which travelers can use in the shop to purchase pieces to improve their lineup. Travelers can also open chests to get all kinds of useful equipment. Plus, defeating formidable opponents along the route will allow you to unlock secret techniques that can help increase the strength of your entire team.
Ooh. Of course, certain encounters can also derail your plans.
Oh, yeah.
So there are also situations where it all comes down to luck.
Yeah, so I think travelers will have a lot of fun dealing with the unexpected in this event.
It's a real test of tactical thinking. Plus, there's more to this event than just the battle stages. Travelers can also participate in research stages that involve guiding Paimon to harvest fruit. Complete these stages to increase your speculation level and unlock additional buffs for your team.
So we actually get to put Paimon to work.
Finally.
Yup, and of course, completing this event will reward travelers with all sorts of goodies, including Primo Gems and the chance to invite Sethos to their parties.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. In this next event, an old friend and genius inventor from Fontaine is back and better than ever with a new and improved turret.
Let me guess, he needs us to clear out monsters in an abandoned ruin again?
Yeah, that's right. But this time, travelers will face more formidable enemies than just slimes.
Whoa, that Somatrol can give
Wow.
shields to its allies.
Oh.
Yeah, but don't worry. With this new and improved turret, we can use several new kinds of cannonballs to help clear out our opponents.
Oh, nice.
For example, grape shots split into smaller bullets when fired are good for taking out multiple enemies at once. And directed piercing shots can be used to take down shields or target enemies hiding in the corner.
Oh.
Sounds like the type of event where you can really just let loose and relieve some stress.
Oh, definitely. But strategic ammunition choices will help you clear out the battlefield even faster.
So far, we've introduced events you have to tackle solo, but this next event gives travelers the chance to work as a team. In
Nice.
Reminiscent Regimen Frenzy, travelers will
Very
get to
nice.
team up with other players to tackle challenges made up of 3 stages, each with unique objectives.
Ooh, it'll be cool seeing what characters everyone chooses. Could make for some interesting team comps.
Well, there's a theme associated with each challenge, so your best bet is to choose a character whose skills are suited to the objective. But of course, every character has their strength. Each stage also has smaller objectives that require teams to work together and combine their skills. Completing these submissions can grant buffs to your own entire team.
Nice.
And in addition, at the beginning of each challenge, your team will be assigned random regiments to complete. Once you make it through the final stage, your team will receive additional frenzy stars based on your regimen completion status.
Yep, and remember, regiments benefit the entire team. It doesn't matter who completes them.
Okay, so, not saying I need to do this or anything, but in theory, you could kind of coast to the finish line if you needed to.
Yeah. You could.
Okay.
In theory. But I think all travelers have something to contribute.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's about how you work together. That's the joy of co-op.
I feel like co-op is its own kind of motivation too. No one wants to let the team down.
For sure. And this time, teamwork is more important than ever. Because in this iteration of the event, dire difficulty is even more challenging.
Ooh, that means whether it comes to character selection or combat
Wow.
strategy, coordination is more important than ever.
Good luck, travelers.
Peaches, you think
Should
we
be
can
a
run
fun
that when it
one.
comes out?
All right, now I'm very
Or you think we
excited to
cooked?
announce a new permanent event called Stygian Onslaught.
Ooh.
In this event, travelers will be able to farm artifacts more freely and efficiently, as well as obtain artifact customization items for free.
For free?
For free.
A new permanent event. Okay, we need details now.
All right. Each update will feature a challenge that is split into
Wow.
3 phases, each featuring unique mechanics with 5 difficulty levels to choose from.
Ooh.
Participation in the event will reward travelers with primo gems, artifacts, and valuable items for targeted artifact enhancement.
Okay, so you said we'll be able to farm artifacts more freely? What does that mean exactly?
It means the artifact drops aren't set in stone, and you can switch where they come from. For the first 10 days after the event begins, the leyline disturbance will be in outbreak state. During this period, travelers who clear any stage at level 3 difficulty or higher can expend any kind of resin to obtain artifacts from the leyline blossom at the end of the stage. And before the stage begins, travelers will get to choose which domain of blessing they want the artifact drops to come from.
Right, so travelers can also tackle the stages in co-op, right? So you can still farm with friends.
Yes, and you'll be rewarded with additional artifacts every
Nice,
time
nice,
you consume
nice.
a certain amount of resin.
Okay, the amount of hours I'm about to pour into this thing. Lock me in and throw away the key, honestly.
Oh my god, you make it sound like you're in prison. Anyway, you also mentioned something about targeted artifact enhancement, Katiana. What's that about?
Yeah, right. So version 5.7 is introducing a new artifact-related item, Dust of Enlightenment.
Ooh. What is it?
Well, we all know what it's like to raise an artifact that has potential, only for it to turn out kind of less than ideal.
Yeah.
So this item is designed to help with that. So, Artifact 101, right? We all know every 4 levels, a random substat gets enhanced as you raise an artifact to level 20. But it doesn't always turn out the way you want.
Yeah.
So this item allows you to re-roll the substat enhancements of a level 20 artifact.
Yo, wait,
What?
really?
Yeah. Before each reroll, you get to specify the types of substats you want to prioritize. After the result is revealed, you can choose to either keep the original substat configuration or accept the new one.
Oh my god, it's like being able to resurrect an artifact from the grave. Like, we really needed this.
Yeah, really powerful, right? Starting in 5.7, travelers who participate in the new permanent event Stygian Onslaught will be able to obtain a total of 3 Dusts of Enlightenment per version for free. And the Gnostic Hymn and Gnostic Chorus rewards will feature 1 each.
Oh.
Plus, during version 5.7, travelers will be able to claim 2 Dusts of Enlightenment directly from their in-game mailbox after logging into Genshin Impact.
Yes.
Okay, let's just pause to take that in for a sec.
Oh, but I do have a question. So, according to the devs, the rewards for clearing the level 5 difficulty in the new permanent event can only be obtained by completing it solo. But what if that level of difficulty is a bit much for some people?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll hard carry you.
Whoa.
Well, I will come in, and the strongest travelers in Teyvat will come in to help us out. Specifically, we're talking about travelers who have cleared an even higher level of difficulty. The characters used to complete those battles become exalted ones.
Oh.
Then, when attempting a level 1 through 5 difficulty challenge, other travelers can receive extra buffs by including exalted ones in their lineup.
Oh, cool. So travelers can help each other even outside of co-op. I like that, and I need that. Wait, hold on. You mentioned an even higher level of difficulty just now. I thought level 5 was the highest.
Yeah, well, clearing level 5 solo unlocks a secret level of difficulty. Level 6. Dire difficulty.
Oh, no.
Once you reach level 6, it's dire straits. There are no companions to turn to for comfort. No promise of primo gems to drive you forward.
What?
Just formidable enemies and an unrelenting desire to prove yourself.
Okay, that definitely sounds dire. So you're telling me travelers really don't get anything in return for accomplishing something like that?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see now, won't we?
What? I can't wait.
All right, that's it for Stygian Onslaught. Just a reminder, the outbreak period begins the second Wednesday after a version update, or 8 days into the new version. So don't forget to gather your friends and get farming when the time comes. All right, time to lock in. Travelers might also be excited to hear that the next installment of the Traveler's Tales is coming in version 5.7.
Okay, slay. Last time was so much fun. We got to reunite with so many old friends and make a lot of great new memories.
Yeah, why don't we take a look at some of the encounters in store for us this time around?
Yes.
Whoa, hang on a sec. So Toma's back in Mondstadt, and he's drinking with Kaya at the Angel's Share?
Huh. I never thought about it before, but now that I see it, yeah, I feel like they totally make great drinking buddies. Oh, I love him.
Looks like he's got quite the posse around him.
Oh, it's so cute. I want to know what they're talking about.
Oh, and it looks like Dory's in Inazuma. Is she trying to sell something to Sayu?
Oh, of course.
Oh no, someone save Sayu. She's too innocent for Dory's schemes.
Honestly, though, a crafty merchant like Dory could show up anywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised. I bet we even run into her and not cry at some point.
Oh, I wonder how many other friends will show up this time.
From what I've heard, it's quite a few. So keep a lookout while exploring the open world, travelers.
Ooh.
Being able to run into characters in the open world is such a nice addition. I wish it was part of every version.
Right? I know. It really makes the open world feel more alive and interactive.
Yeah, and luckily the devs feel the same way. The devs have said that making Traveler's Tales a permanent event is in the works, so travelers can look forward to that sometime in the future.
Yippee!
Finally, Overflowing Abundance is returning at the end of version 5.7. Travelers can look forward to double the talent and weapon ascension material drops, so don't miss out.
In addition, new Envisaged Echoes challenges will be added in version 5.7.
Oh, for the Raiden Shogun in Shenhe.
Oh, Shenhe's Echo is so cool. I see sigils and pops of red in there. Okay, girl, very fitting.
And the Raiden Shoguns like petals floating in the wind. The purple matches so well.
So pretty.
Yep, so if you want to claim them, make sure your characters are ready. Travelers can also look forward to some Genius Invocation TCG updates, including new character and action cards. You can now add Mawika and, Seatlolly and Chaska to your decks.
Don't miss out, Genius Invocation fans. Alright, that brings us to the system optimizations that travelers can look forward to in the new version.
First up is an improved resource management feature for mobile players.
Oh.
Simply put, it's a practical update designed to reduce the package size of the mobile version.
Dude, nice. I feel like our phones will thank us.
After the 5.7 update, travelers will receive a pop-up notification after opening Genshin Impact on mobile, asking them to choose from different resource plans.
Okay.
Under the basic plan, the system will retain the necessary resources for daily gameplay and optimize the resource usage for some Archon quests, story quests, and hangout events.
Okay, so that means clearing out some old quest resources to save storage space, right? But what about players whose progress is a bit all over the place? How does that work?
Don't worry, the dev team has accounted for that. The system will provide different guidance and solutions based on account progress and quest status to ensure that travelers still have a smooth gaming experience. And when you need to start an Archon quest, story quest, or hangout event that isn't enabled, the system will download the required resources as needed.
Oh, slay.
Yup. So travelers who haven't updated the mobile version in a long time might be able to free up quite a bit of storage space with this optimization.
I need that.
And it sounds like a great option for cross-platform players who maybe rely on mobile more for the small stuff.
Yeah, of course, if you don't have storage concerns, nothing has to change. You can just choose to keep all game resources instead. And this setting can be changed at any time in the Paimon menu, where you can choose for completed quest resources to be automatically cleared in future version updates, or for all game resources to be updated as normal.
Oh, okay.
This should also make it easier for people to try out Genshin Impact for the first time.
Yup. For further details, be sure to check out the developers' discussion as well as future announcements across Genshin Impact's official accounts.
Okay.
And you will now be able to directly use Fragile Resin to claim rewards from Leyline Blossoms and common challenge domains, like artifact and talent material domains. This also applies to the artifact drops in the new permanent event we introduced earlier.
Yes.
Fragile resin is worth 60 original resin, so that means you get triple the drops. Should save a few trips to the crafting bench, that's for sure.
Also, the Adventurer Handbook will now have guide entries for 40 resin bosses, which should be helpful if you run into a boss you're not quite sure how to crack.
And the icons will be displayed in the order the bosses were unlocked, which should make it more intuitive to navigate.
Alright, let's move on to some optimizations for the Spiral Abyss. When moving to the next floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Oh, easy.
And you can claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12. If you're not satisfied with your performance, you can also restart the challenge directly from the finalization screen.
Nice. Small things here and there really add up over time.
Yeah, so hopefully these optimizations make for a better experience overall.
All right. Well, that was another long one, you guys, but it's not over yet. A mystery guest left a message for us, so let's check it out along with the third redemption code.
旅人の皆さん、こんにちは。鈴木愛理です。今回ゲーム原神の皆さんと一緒にお仕事をすることになりました。とても嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。私は、スカークというキャラクターのアニメショートテーマソングの、スター・オデッセイという楽曲を歌わせていただいたんですが、この楽曲は全編英語で世界各国というか世界にこう届ける歌ということで、もう全て英語の詩なので、私にとってはこの世界に入って初めての経験でとてもドキドキしたのですが、こう皆さんと一緒に気持ちを共有できたらいいなと思って、今からとてもワクワクしています。スカークの歴史を聞いて、すごく強いけど孤独と戦いながら今日まで生きてきた、そんな強くてかっこいい女性っていうのを頭に置きながら歌を歌いましたので、その気持ちが届くと嬉しいです。この楽曲はショートフィルムと同時公開されます。皆さんぜひ楽しみにしていてください。あいりでした。
OMG! An animated short for Skirk and a song! Let's go!
So exciting.
So exciting. Well, you guys, that brings us to the end of our announcements for this version. That was a whirlwind.
It certainly was. So, what are you all looking forward to the most? For me, I have to say, although it's a little biased, I am clearly excited for everybody to meet Dahlia.
Yes.
But you know, I'm also really excited about the new permanent content like Stygian Onslaught. How about you guys?
It's kind of hard to pick just one. I mean, I'm excited for my girl Malwika in
course.
TCG, but like, I'm also really excited to see Navilet, my fave, in the Traveler's Tales.
Yes. Well, I'm really excited for. I might be a little biased as well. I'm really excited for Skirk.
Who?
Wow, really? I am also so excited for Dahlia, and like we've been waiting so long for these characters, and also Dane's Lip. I'm so excited, and that animated short. Oh my gosh! And also, of course, the lore girlies. We're eating so well this patch. I'm so excited for that twins quest.
Yes, I feel like it's clear from the last few patches that the story has really been amping up lately, and this version seems to be no exception.
Yeah, right? I mean, pretty soon we'll be in our 5th year of adventuring, if you can believe it. It feels like it was just yesterday.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it feels like we're really getting to see how a lot of elements that seemed separate at first are starting to converge.
Mm-hmm. And after what we saw in the dev team's Nod Cry teaser, I'm even more excited to see how the story unfolds from here.
Right? And we hope travelers have fun doing the same.
Okay, so that's it for the Genshin Impact version 5.7 special program. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody.
Ad Astra Abyssask, travelers, and happy adventuring!
Can I get 5 big booms?
Boom! 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 Oh, wait a second. It looks like another friend from afar is rushing over to share some interesting news.
Nod Cry, an ever-changing landscape of ruin, a marvel corroded by time. In the forest, where the nights were once undisturbed save for a few rays of moonlight, the wild hunt's shadow grows. There are those who bear the name of Frostmoon, living where the silver light shines. Others carry the torch, fending off the darkness and cold with their blades. I hear that the Snowland Fae still yearn for the frosts of old, while the Fatui look to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false firmament. Then there are the nights, draped in the west wind, nearing the end of a long and arduous mission. My friends, of course, shan't be outdone. They will no doubt bring a magical charm to this edge of the world. And just as the stone craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze. Pour me another cup of tea, if you'd be so kind. The story is about to begin.
I'm Whitney Tilson, and I'm running for mayor. I'll bring safety, sanity, and solutions back to New York City. If you're ready for change, join my campaign.
Paid for by Whitney for mayor.
Multicolored polka dots, brand new out the box, fresh. Fresh. Switch, 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 like this, like this. Fresh.
Well, big ball robbing clean. Well, that was a good show. Fell asleep and shit. All right, so the one thing I want to do, I'm thinking that was part of the program and shit. I That was a beautiful reveal, by the way. So, in overall, I just really hope that we can pull Skirk, you know? That's my main concern. And hopefully we can pull Skirk. I was here blaming Bob Ross and shit. I'm sorry guys. I'm over here. I'm gonna have to take that part out. Chop it off. So YouTube, if you're watching YouTube, I fell asleep. Don't copyright me and shit. Let me cut that out. Big ball rabbit clean. All right. What's up right now? So that's not gonna be out until All right. I like the fact that they were gonna add some stuff for co-op, you know. That's gonna be interesting for two people to be able to clear something. Dailies, so we're gonna do dailies and I'm gonna get off. Let Coco go to sleep. Go to sleep, Coco. Big ball rubbing clean. Big ball rubbing clean. Would have paid the cocos and cocoritos. Big ball rubbing clean. Oh, what up, Tommy, cool boy? Thought Uncle was asleep. I was. Bob Ross' spirit took over me. I was possessed by Bob Ross for a second. Big ball rubbing clean. I was thinking about Skirk and I fell asleep and all I saw was Mizuki, and Mizuki made me fall asleep and shit, and by the time I woke up, all I could see was Bob Ross. Do you know what I mean? But I big ball rabbit clean. Bing bing bing. Big ball rabbit clean. Oh shit. I'm getting hurt. But I big ball rubbing clean. I'm gonna have to go edit that out. The Bob Ross shit. I woke up confused and shit. I was like, this is not part of the freaking presentation. I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck? Bob Ross? But we got a whole bunch of primos. It's gonna bring me close to 1,500. So well, at least let me get at least one pull. You know?
乱暴だね。真空の夢。バック。加速するぞ。この天下で裁く。
Let's go. Oh, this motherfucker's up here. I forgot this was a Coco stream for a cool minute. How did you forget? How did you forget it was a Coco stream? It wasn't even that. You gotta understand. You gotta understand. My mind went to another dimension looking for Skirk. If you think about it, I'm part of the lore too, you know. My mind went looking for Skirk, and when I was looking for Skirk in multiple dimensions, I got lost myself. But I pick ball rabbit clean beam beam beam. Alright. Run. Nah, my boys. Nah, my boys. I hope Bob Ross forgives me and shit. All I wanna know is, please don't copyright me, Bob Ross's family, please. I love Bob Ross. Because you went quiet and then Bob Ross played. Oh man. I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck is Bob Ross doing here, dog? Damn. But I pick ball rabbit clean. Beam, beam, beam. Yeah, the homie Bob Ross. Yup. I went looking for Skirk and we ended up finding Bob Ross as the final boss. Gotta get some vitamin water. I don't know what it is, but between Arizona green tea and vitamin water, they're the best stuff to drink during the summer. That's just me though. Peaches says what? No, I was just laughing at what you were mentioning earlier. Yep. Some of the stories, I realized some of the stories, the quests that you're gonna take, they be having some sad scenarios. Alright, this is the last quest out of the 4, right? Yep. Wow. So they're gonna pretend to be archaeologists or some shit like that. For the sake of that little girl, they gotta make up bullshit apparently about archaeologists and how she could go to school for that, but I'm guessing somebody in her family died or some bullshit. Let's train her endurance. Yeah, some pretty dark stuff and specific quests. The one I don't like is I think the first time I realized that was when I did was it Little Timmy's quest. That little motherfucker who be in the bridge in Mondstadt by the pigeons and shit. You get up to the pigeons and they're like, no, you made the pigeons run away. Maybe they'll come back one day, just like my daddy. I mean that ass. That's his father abandoned him, and he's over here and shit by himself, playing with pigeons and shit with ducks. Only OGs know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about or no? Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Okay. How the fuck do you... I don't know what it is. Oh shit. That's not even the worst of it. No, I believe you. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I experienced initially. Oh shh. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Is it upstairs? By the way, where you guys are located, is it like started getting hot already? So in case you hear like a little buzzing, not buzzing noise, but like I have the AC on blast in the background, so I do apologize. It's a little bit hot, so it makes it a little bit more bearable. So my bad if you hear my AC. Let's go. Alright, that's it, right? That's all 4. Alright, let's go to Mondstadt. Let's claim our stuff. I think to finish the stream tonight, we're gonna play one mission that we haven't finished since last time, just to try to advance things a little bit more. Let's collect our dailies. I'm gonna show you which mission. Adastra Abizosk. Alright. So the quest that I want to finish, or at least start off, since last time we weren't able to, this right here. Paralogism. Crimes going into the Wind Flume Festival should be yours. But it's not all as it seems in Monster. No, this is something that we need to do, but there was something else that I wanted to do. Interlude chapter 5, we did that. Through Mist of Acts chapter 3. This right here. Beyond Smoke and Mirrors. This. Okay. So the reason why I was trying to advance this quest in particular, there was an item that I was looking at and it said that I needed to farm it from a particular dungeon, but I won't have access to that until I advance some of the story. So guess what? We have this baby girl, don't we? Yeah, we do. Can't wait to get her leveled up, as well as what's her name? Kachina is always Kachina. I got Kachina too. Kachina is not bad. This one I never understood how to use, to be honest with you. So I was confused here. How the fuck are you supposed to even destroy that bullshit?
じゃあ行くよ。
Oh.
どよめく進学。
ありがとう。もう終わりかと思ったよ。どうお礼を言えばいいのか。
気にしないで。無事で何よりだよ。どれどれ？取られたものもないみたいだね。アビスってオラには全く興味がないみたい。これで児玉の湖周辺のアビスの凶問は全部解決かな。よかった。さっきは本当に焦ったよ。そうだ、シトラリは一緒に来なかったの？名園の主も襲われてるから一旦集落に帰ったんだ。コメの件はまた後で話すことになってるぞ。そっか。まあそれもそうだね。まずはこの状況をなんとかしないと。ここで長話ってのもなんだし、鳥間集落に戻ろう。
Is it upstairs or downstairs? Downstairs. So remember, these things are opening up in the open and we gotta close them and...
やっぱり怪我人が出ちゃった。はあ、もっと早くついてれば
The Abyss plays a big role.
アビスは初っ端から猛攻撃を仕掛けてきたからね。警報を聞いてすぐ駆けつけたけど、すでに魔物の数は手に負えないほど増えてた。幸いすぐにカチーナが戦士たちを率いて駆けつけてきてくれたの。そんでみんなで力を合わせて一気にアビスの凶門をいくつも壊した。いやいや、みんなと一緒に来ただけだよ。それより野外に駐屯するって方針のおかげだと思う。そうじゃなきゃ到着するまでもっと時間がかかってた。湿った芝生の上に寝るのはあんまり快適じゃなかったけど、全部報われたね。
I don't mean to be negative, but...
ヤガミの国のことでしょ。どうかうちらが黙っててもうすうす気づいてる人は増えてんじゃないかな。状況は悪化するばっかなのに待つこと以外何もできないなんてイライラしちゃうよね。エンジン様の計画にある残り2人の英雄がいつ現れるかも未知数だし、今私たちがやるべきことはエンジン様のために時間を稼ぐことだよ。みんな元気出して。どんな戦いにだって必ず意味はあるんだから。相変わらず前向きだな。お前がいると元気が出るぜ。サンキュー。ま、私の一番の取り柄だからね。うちらに全部話すわけにはいかなかったんだろうけど、神の心の力を使えばこの状況を緩和できる。ただ大きな代償が伴うってマービカは言ってたんだね。どんな手段でかはわからないけど、隊長もそのことを知ってエンジン様に戦いを挑んだ。それで解決策があるのになんで行動しないのか問い詰めたのか。もし隊長がエンジン様と同じぐらいの情報を把握してるとすれば、疑問を抱くのもわかる気がするな。リスクが高いのは事実だからね。6人の5名の継承者が全員揃うかどうか、私たちですらわからないもの。競技場を出る前にマ し、それもそうだよな。安全な方法があるならとっくに試してるだろうし。私もエンジン様を信じるよ。カチーナちゃんがヤガミの国に閉じ込められた時、エンジン様はごまかしたり逃げたりしないで全力でサポートしてくださった。カチーナちゃんを助けるために貴重な記念品を全部燃やすことも厭わなかった。命の重みをよく知ってるからこそできる行動だと思う。だからナタを救う方法について何か隠してるなんて到底思えないよ。そうだね。そもそも隊長とうちらとじゃ対象に対する考え方が違うのかもね。命はもちろん大事だけど、うちらにとって同じくらい大事なことはたくさんある。歴史とか記憶とかね。 ことと言えないことがあるだろうけど、少なくとも今回の件については隠し事はしてないと思うぞ。となると
Nah, we was able to advance the story, Nani.
何なのかってことが要点になるね。エンジン様でさえ知らないんでしょ。うん。それに隊長って人はスネージナヤの出身なんだ
I
よね。
forgot about that whole Shnaya
あな
bullshit.
たを助けるなんて不思議だなって思
Yeah,
っちゃう。
I'm gonna be out after this part of the mission, but we got to advance a little bit. What I needed to do here, we did our dailies.
やっぱ情報が足
This
りな
is
すぎ
gonna
る。
help us get closer to
ファ
that
ディが
quest that
何
I
を
need.
企んでるのか知らない限りどうにもならないな。なら一緒にマービカのところに行かないか。ファディの行方を調べてるって言ってたから、そろそろ結果がわかるはずだ。ファデュイのやつら結構な人数だったし、すぐ尻尾をつかめるんじゃないか。だね、そうしよう。こっちもいくつか推測してることがあるからさ、もうちょっと情報が揃えば真相が見えてくるかも。モアラニちゃん、駐屯チームに興味はない？あるある。ちょうど言おうと思ってたところ。ぜひ入らせて。もしここにもっと早く着いてたら、怪我人はもっと少なくて済んだはず。そしたらその分こっちの戦力も維持できたでしょ。この循環って大事だと思うんだ。じゃあ申し込みに行く？人手が足りてないからすぐ返事がもらえると思うよ。申し込み？そんなのいらないよ。カチーナちゃんについていけばいいでしょ。それはそうだけど、でもちゃんと指示に従ってね。大丈夫だって。申し込みなんて面倒だもんね。手間が省けてよかったよ。じゃあこの辺りで解散しよっか。今度また祝勝会をやりましょう。おう、絶対だぞ。
Nice. All right, so that's all I wanted to do, to be honest. I think for today's stream, like later on today when we come back and play this, I want to focus on definitely getting Fischl up to where they need to be. There's a couple of things I want to do here for her. I think Fischl's gonna play an important role in this. We gotta level up Baressa, which is on my plate, on things I would like to do. Same thing with Scope here. So we want to make sure we level them up. We're not gonna be using these often in our team, but we want to make sure we have different teams set up. Because remember, there's this quest over here that at least I know I haven't finished yet. The moment of Siggy G, whatever they're gonna call it. And then you got these other ones up here. So, anyways, shout out to everybody who came through on the Twitch side of things. The homie CSTG on TikTok. Thank you so much for the support for coming through, everybody. On YouTube, shout out to Peaches, the homie moderator, Stay Left at FN. Thank you for coming through. Among Us 3.0, the homie moderator, Cowboy. Shout out to Bob Ross, the homie Soldrup. And if I miss anybody else, I apologize in advance. I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. This is your boy Kakaroto, aka Coco, signing off. As always, don't forget to play, laugh, and enjoy life. Till then, peace. Fortnite is working. I gotta go check if they have that shit on. Gotta go check that shit.